EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium.
Hey y'all, and today I'm back, but I'm just not going to be using my mic, so yeah, and I'm about to play some Madden, and yeah, y'all hope I win, please.
So here is the punter, Matt Botcher, to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will be taken short. Quarterback Tom Brady ready to lead the offense here, and he is a guy who had social media buzzing in the days leading up to the Super Bowl. Sort of a cryptic post, him either walking through a dark tunnel, walking out of a dark tunnel, and in that commercial that aired in the first quarter, it kind of makes it seem like he's going to come back. Who knows? What do you think, CD?
Well, I think he's coming back for his 21st season. I think Tom Brady's having fun with this whole thing because he's never been a free agent before. He's got choices. He's got options, and he has people courting it. And knowing as human beings, we all love to have people come after us and want us. Well, Tom Brady's in that position in the NFL. He's going to come back. I still say he ends up back in New England.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas, 68 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it.
Let's go! Let's go!
So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. And here's the offense now. Charles, who's the guy you chose to highlight?
The tone setter, the guy in the middle, Alex Mack. His return, never good for the opposition.
Throwing on second down, Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. To throw is Ryan. He's got Sanu. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second down, Freeman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. On third down, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. On Austin Hooper there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap and they exploited it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Patriot offense returning to the field. And look at this season, 12-4, but they had the 8-0 start. And you think about it in that lens, down the stretch 4-5, including the playoff loss. A first-place finish for the 16th time, though, in 17 years. But now the question circle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Charles, as the Falcons come back out here on offense, you got to help me process their 2019 season. One thing for sure, fair to say that they were a second-half team, as in second half of the season, because this club started 1-7. 6-game losing streak, weeks 3 through 8. The talk about Dan Quinn maybe being let go. And maybe it was a team that needed to bottom out and get a high draft pick. But then a funny thing happened. They started to win.
Yeah, maybe I should get a cardigan, get a pipe, sit down and listen to you talk your way through this team. Because it's a lot to process, isn't it? But one thing about Dan Quinn as their head coach, relentlessly positive. Never let go of that. The team stayed with him. Many people thought maybe he might have lost the team. He never did. And they had that big finish, 6-2, one of the best marks in football, including beating New Orleans on the road, beating San Francisco on the road. So when you look at it, ownership said, hey, this team likes playing for this coach. Let's give it one more shot. Now he'll have to retool his staff a little bit again. But bottom line is that team believed in their head coach. Head coach believed in his team. They've got a chance in 2020 to get back in the NFC South race.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill. Works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, We step aside. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Freeman. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll set up the screen for Freeman, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Brady now to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking with the defenses.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No gain on this defense. No gain. Ready to go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon.